What's up, guys? Welcome back to JR Garage. Hope you guys are having an awesome day, and welcome to our straight pipe Ferrari. Overpass. All right, that's one way to start the vlog. So guys, hope y'all are having an awesome day. We got a fun video planned for you guys today, and it's all about our broken Italian supercars. Yes, now I know you guys are saying, what do you mean you're in the F430? It seems to be working just fine. Well, we just fixed it, and we're gonna tell you what was broken on it, and then we're gonna tell you what broke on the Maserati, which we need to pick up in just a second from the dealership, and then we gotta tell you what broke on the Lamborghini. All three were broken at one point. That was a sad day. To not make it a super sad video, we do have some exciting portion of this video coming right now, because we're picking up the Model 3 Performance from our good friend John over at TLC Auto Detailing.
They were turning this Model 3 into absolute perfection. A brand new car, but there is still room for improvement with paint correction, especially Teslas. Teslas are notorious for their poor quality control when it comes to paint. John walked us through everything, showed us all the areas that could really be improved, so I can't wait to see how it looks.
Not only a full correction, but he went in there with a clear bra, so he installed a full front end, front clip clear bra, and then he also did a ceramic coating, which is like a first for us. We're pulling up now. Let's go see how it turned out. I can't wait to see it. It's gonna look perfect. We're not even gonna want to drive it. It's gonna be so clean, but let's go check it out. Off she goes.
I can hear again.
Yes, my ears. And here we go. TLC Auto Detailing. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that cinematic edit, but now let's get talking to John and see exactly what he did to the Model 3 to make it look this good. So, how'd the procedures go?
So starting on Monday, the prep process started. We started with a prep wash, mechanical and chemical decontamination. We had to get all the embedded dirt off, any road film, anything, make sure the surface is squeaky clean. After that, we started with our one-step polish. We did that from the front to the back, basically, to rid of any factory defects that we could within safe limits. Once that was all cleaned up, we did the full front-end prep, so Tesla emblem obviously removed, but we wrapped the edges everywhere we can, leading corners, headlights, both fenders, all the way into these corners, inside hood, hip there, full front bumper, one piece. Once that was finished, we prepped the surface again, and we used our Modessa VCO4 glass coating on it.
So how long can you get a coating to last? I'm sure some people are curious about that.
It all depends on how it's cared for. We always tell people from the beginning, coatings reward for proper care. You can get any coating out on the market applied. If you don't care for it, it's going to fail. On a daily driven car that's well maintained, you can easily see 7 years plus on it.
Wow.
If you don't care for this car and you let it neglect and it just gets driven, never washed, coatings are going to fail. What that determination is going to be really kind of depends on where you live. You know, we deal with all 4 seasons here, so it could be in a couple of years. You know, knowing what you guys do and how you're really big car enthusiasts, I can see you guys actually taking care of it the right way, and you're going to see the longer.
Absolutely. Look at this finish. This is by far better than even when we picked it up. Oh my goodness. And the wheels, you also coated the wheels, so that'll make them easier to like clean and stuff.
Absolutely.
And that's so cool that they really know what they're doing here and taking their time, that even though it might have looked perfectly clean, still going at it with that, you know, decontaminate any sort of road particles, even though we might have hardly driven the car, or you might really just take it off the lot, but transportation, shipping to get it all the way there, it can pick up all sorts of stuff. So to have a perfect finish has to be done.
It's so soft and smooth, my goodness. So we'll be back in a couple weeks to learn all the proper ways to maintain this car and keep it looking perfect, but we just can't wait to get driving this car. It looks amazing. So thank you, John. Thank you, TLC Auto Detail. Everything will be linked down below. Again, if you're in the DC area, let's get hopping in this car. Let's get in the Ferrari. Let's go pick up the Maserati, and then let's talk about the Lamborghini. And all right, here we go. the title sounds dramatic, whatever, don't buy a used Italian supercar, but it's like for real, like if you aren't aware of these things and the problems that can go wrong, you shouldn't be owning an Italian supercar. So we're gonna break them down a little bit, talk about what broke on all three of our supercars.
Also, if you don't have maybe some money set aside for things like this that do come up, I mean, once we could afford our first, the 355 was kind of our first big purchase. Well, the Viper was maybe the first, and then the 355. Not only did we have to save up enough to afford that car, but then save up, you know, a lot more for when things do happen. And sure enough, we were glad we did, because 5 miles after ownership, clutch went out.
Because you can afford the purchase price doesn't mean you can afford to maintain it. So that's the big saying, and that is very, very true.
With this car, I wish that I had some photos of the job that I did on it, but I've already completed it, and it was the left window was just kind of going crazy up and down whenever it wanted to, and couldn't figure it out. So we know that there are micro switches on both of the handles for that window tip down feature. So as soon as you start to go for some of the handles on various different cars, the window will tip down, and then you continue to open it, and you can open the door without breaking the window. But there's also a micro switch on the window regulator, so that's like the hardest one to get to. You got to take the whole door card off and everything, but we did get to it. Just solder that bad boy back together, and away we go.
That one, good. That's why we're in the car now. Door works perfectly fine. Getting into stuff a little more serious, holy cow, I guess the Maserati, let's talk about. It's just been a nightmare, like series of unfortunate events in a 1 week period on all of our Italian cars.
I know, Maserati left us stranded twice. Unbelievable, really, for one of our newest cars, full factory extended warranty. That's just a point to talk about with these luxury cars. If there is a full extended warranty at a reasonable price, definitely take that into consideration. A few grand might seem like a lot, but it could save you in the long run.
Especially on like McLarens, like everybody says to get a warranty because the parts on McLarens and can be so costly. But anyway, Maserati not as bad, but still we have a warranty, right? So everything's covered, no problem. So one Sunday evening, we were driving, temperature gauge shoots way up. We're like, uh-oh, turn off the car. Turns out the coolant radiator hose, like one of just the hoses running,
let go, totally busted.
Bam, starts peeing coolant everywhere. Obviously that won't keep the car cool if you don't have coolant going through it, so we had to flatbed it over to Maserati, and it was a Sunday, so we couldn't call in advance and let them know the problem and make sure everything was covered under warranty. So come Tuesday, part was like 40 bucks, slap it on. We think it'd be all covered by warranty, right? So we get there and they present us with like an $800 bill, and we're like, we have warranty, and they're like, yeah, we see you have warranty, but coolant pipes aren't covered. And we're like, okay, like, can you show us where it says they're not covered or anything? Like, because that seemed a little weird. Like, I could maybe see it. They're saying it's a wear item. Really? Like, where in the owner's booklet does it say to replace the coolant hoses? Like, I could go either way, but we weren't too happy about that, given that we had to pay 800 bucks out of pocket.
But also, if I knew that it was going to be $800, I wouldn't have flatbedded it there anyway, because it was a Sunday, so they weren't open. So they kind of had it ransom once it was there.
You would have just fixed it yourself.
Otherwise, yeah, literally.
But right when we picked it up, there were like a little electronic bugs, like the parking brake was stuck on. We had to call the dude over just to like get it to leave, like for us to be able to drive it. And he's like, okay, try it again, turn it off, turn it back on. We eventually got them to go away, but it was still like a little odd, like the battery light was flashing occasionally. So we're like, this isn't good. So a few days go by and everything was like okay, but still a little weird. It had no problems previously, so just lights flashing every once in a while gave us a little concern. But anyway, I was driving it one day and come up to an intersection, the whole entire system lights, everything, Christmas tree, like Christmas Day, voila. Transmission fault, engine fault, it stumbles at idle, and that just eventually died, and I tried to go restart it, absolutely nothing. So I'm like, oh, and I was stuck in the middle of the intersection, so we had to push it out of the way. And then again, I had to wait 2 hours for flatbed to come. We took that to the dealership. Turns out it was the alternator. Okay, that makes sense. That explains why all these like weird electric issues were going on, and the battery wasn't holding a charge quite well. So that was that. That luckily was repaired under warranty, so that's why it's in the shop right now. We'll be picking it up tomorrow, so we'll just show it later. Anyway, as for the worst one, the Lamborghini. So that car's been pretty problem-free lately, all good to go. But once again, you were just in DC, or just outside DC.
Again, left stranded, low on gas, so I go to the tank, to the gas station, fill up, and go back to restart the car, and nothing. Turns over, but doesn't fire.
So they ended up finding it was the fuel pump, right?
Yep, so fuel delivery issue. When it gets down to it, things really are as simple as air, spark, and fuel to make the engine go bang.
So they ended up digging into the price for parts. Once again, the parts is, it's been like a week now. They're delayed and just, they take a while to get here. So definitely gotta remember that with these Italian cars and European cars. But anywho, the total for that job will be $1,550. So fuel pumps, they go out, you know, car's got a lot of miles on it. We drive it a lot, so you gotta expect that. There you guys go, another thing wrong. So that covers all the problems that we've had. Give it a few more days, there'll be more things. It's like a daily thing, you know. We just thought it was weird how everything happened in a 1 week period, so we thought we'd give you a little update video. Maybe there you guys have it. Comment down below. Should we sell some of these Italian cars, get other things? And I mean, speaking of other things, as you guys know, the new car reveal, that will be coming next video. Our new supercar to replace one of our Italian cars. We're probably gonna be selling the Lamborghini eventually, free up some cash, get another toy, and you know, something new for the channel. So you guys have been guessing all day long. There's already 2,000 guesses on the last video where we hinted at it. And let's just say a lot of you guys guessed it correctly. So I'll be picking 3 of those winners, announcing it in the video. We're super pumped for this one. We're picking up tomorrow, by the way.
Exactly, and one more comment I want from you guys. With the alternator going out on the Maserati, the battery has also maybe fallen to, you know, something that can't be charged back up if too many of the cells are kind of dead.
Let's just send it. And that's with the windows up. It's still crazy. Okay, yeah, battery.
Like I was saying, the battery seems like some of the cells might be dead, and so that is unfortunately not covered under warranty, it sounds like.
But a battery, no big deal, right? Like 75 bucks at AutoZone, chuck it in.
Yeah.
No, they quoted $800. $800 for a battery change. It's in the trunk, it's right there. Like, comment down below, should we pay for the, no, I cannot. That's just, we cannot morally give $800 for a battery, never. No, so we're gonna do that ourselves. Leave the video a big like if you enjoyed it. Give your opinions on Italian cars. What do you think about, what's your favorite of the bunch? Maserati, Lamborghini, Ferrari, what do you think is the most reliable? Name your dream car, whatever, we want to hear it in the comment section down below. Stay tuned for next video, and yeah, we'll finish enjoying this lovely Ferrari on this beautiful day, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow when we pick up a car. All right, later. She's alive. There she is, she's home.